And what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is your boy Cheap Ludes. Shout out to everybody who was just hanging out with me on stream. I am so mentally drained, dude. I'm apologize because I was not as like fun as I typically am on stream. I spent the entire time eating sun chips and complaining. So I appreciate you guys. I'm just out of it. Anyways, let's talk about the market in NBA 2K22, my team. So we got the Flash 5 packs today. The odds on the non-guaranteed packs weren't really that great. The pink diamond percentage was a little bit up, but altogether nothing special. But we did get Flash 5 Deluxe, which gave you 3 chances at it. Well, I mean, they gave you a guaranteed Flash 5 player, but you had, 5 chances essentially to open them, which was cool. And then the box toppers, pink diamond guaranteed. So the market has been absolutely smashed because of that, which I think is pretty interesting. So let's talk about some of the cards. Let's start with the lower overall Flash guys. Devin Vassell. You can get Devin Vassell for 1,000 MT or less. And looking at Vassell's really, really good. I think it's Vassell or is it Vassell? I don't know how to say it. So I'm just going to call him Devin. Okay. The jump shot's decent, like base 91. It's the same release Shea has. Which, if Shea has this release, I think it'll be really, really good because Devin Vassell's release is really nice. Same upper as like Jarvis Hayes too, which I really, really like. Altogether, a very, very solid card. I mean, it continues the trend of like overpowered defensive rubies. Like 89 3-pointer, 80 driving dunk, 86 ball handle. So he like handles the ball a little bit better than say Jarvis Hayes or like Matisse Thybulle, who are just as good defensively, but I think he brings you a little bit more in the playmaking department. I would compare him a little bit closer to like Marcus Smart, actually, to be honest with you. Like he's like a taller Marcus Smart. Like Vassell's big, 6'5". He looks bigger than that though, maybe 6'6", nothing crazy. But he's altogether really, really good. 90 perimeter defense, 90 steal. He's got 89 interior too, so he can kind of bang in the post a little bit if you need him to. Hopefully you don't need him to, but if you do, like he's got it. Good stats all around. His tendencies are pretty good as well. Defensive tendencies, solid. I mean, 85 pass intercept, 80 on ball steal, 65 shot contest is fine at this stage. The foul tendency at 60 is a little problematic, but badge count wise, 42 golds. I mean, he's got catch and shoot, corner specialist. He's got pickpocket, clamps. I mean, there's not a whole lot that he doesn't have realistically. He's missing like some dribble badges like hyperdrive and like tight handles and quick chain. You can't add those to him. He's got pretty much every defensive badge on gold. Shooting badges are fine too. Like he has like blinders, catch and shoot, corner, dead eye, hot zone hunter. He's got good hot zones as well. There's really no notable things I can say negatively about this card. He's not like the best at anything, but he's really, really good. And you can give him limitless spot up if you need to, like, which I think is really cool. I would actually compare him to Nick Anderson. Like he reminds me of Nick Anderson a lot. He's a little bit better movement wise over Nick Anderson. He's obviously better defensively, but he reminds me a lot of Nick Anderson. I don't know why. I don't really have a reason for that, but it is what it is. For 1,000 MT or less, absolutely worth picking up. Darren Collison. He's like 1,000 MT, so I don't think there's really necessarily a reason not to pick this card up, all things considered. He's like pretty good. He's not overly great at anything. He's not overly bad at anything. He has like gold chef, gold clamps. The one thing I will say about Darren Collison, and this is typically true for all Darren Collison cards, is if you are new to the game, he is worth picking up because he's really, really good for offline. And as far as for like 1,000 MT, he's one of the better point guards you can pick for 1,000 MT. Don't expect too much for Darren Collison, but if you're trying to do XP, or if you're new to the game and you're looking for like a pretty fun, pretty good point guard that you can get for basically no MT, like Darren Collison is really, really good. I mean, I'm not even kidding. I think Darren Collison is cheaper than like Ruby, Eric Bledsoe and stuff. He's not great, but he's pretty fun. I don't think his release is that bad either. I think he's got like a pretty okay release. Let me check. Base 39. So yeah, he's got the Sean Marion base and makes a lot of whites. The Gary Payton upper, so he releases it a little higher too than obviously like Sean Marion. But yeah, if you're new to the game mode and you're looking for like a very cheap point guard to pick up that can carry your team, Darren Collison is fantastic. Truly, he's got a great badge count. He can shoot threes. He's obviously not going to be dunking on anyone, but he's altogether pretty good. Also, I would pick him up while he's this cheap, because if you guys know anything about the Pacers, they are always so hard to fill out in regards to the point guard position. If you're trying to fill out like a spotlight sim lineup or like an all-time team, Darren Collison is typically one of the most solid point guards you can pick up for cheap in regards to the Pacers until we get like point guard Paul George and stuff. But Charlie Villanueva, my boy. Oh, I'm so excited about this card. This is so sick, dude. Charlie Villanueva is so tight. Okay, and I'm not even kidding. Charlie V is pretty good. If you're on next gen specifically, I might be jumping the gun on this one a little bit, but I think he's legit one of the best budget like big men you can pick up on next gen. The reason I say next gen, he's got Carmelo Anthony base on quick. Dude, it's actually pretty good. At the end of this video, I'll go stroke around with Charlie Villanueva for a little bit. Like, his release is pretty good. Carmelo Anthony base on quick with release 77 uppers. Same upper as like Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bosch, which I think is pretty good. This card's pretty solid. Like, he's like a jack of all trades, master of none kind of big man. He's got Hoff corner specialist, which I find hilarious in regards to current gen, because he literally can't shoot corner threes, but he has gold limitless spot up too, sniper, volume shooter, catch and shoot, like green machine. He's got like brick wall, rebound chaser, and rim protector. Like, he's good. Is he the greatest big man in the world? No, but like for the 1,000 MT or whatever that you can get him for, like Charlie Villanueva is pretty tight. Also, like, when was the last time we got a Charlie Villanueva card in this game? Like, never. I watched this man drop absolute buckets plus a game-winning 3 in a live game in Milwaukee in 2013. And I kid you not, it was like the happiest I've ever been. Granted, your boy was on edibles, but it was still real fun. He's good though. Like, I don't think it's a stretch to say, like, as far as Amethyst big men, he's actually like a top option, especially on next gen. Dead serious. Tony Kukoc. You can get Tony Kukoc for 5,000 MT. There is not a better 5,000 MT you will spend in this game outside of maybe Bob Sura. 6'10". He's got Brooke Lopez base on normal, which is not the worst release in the world, if I'm being honest. It's like pretty good. Yeah, I wish if he had Ray Allen base, I actually might even use him in my main lineup. But catch and shoot, corner specialist, set shooter, bullet passer, volume, and post playmaker. Dribble moves, he's got fundamental dribble style, which I don't hate. I know people hate, but I don't think it's really that bad. Normal moving crossover is pretty bad, though. I do not like that at all. Pro behind the back's okay. Same one as like Dan Marley and like Kelly Oubre and stuff. It's okay. Kobe escapes, decent. He's not going to be a dribble god. He's going to be more of like a spot up shooter, but he's really, really good at that. And he's not the worst defender either, with like gold clamps, hustler, interceptor, intimidator. Look, I might build I know I've been raging about the whole pay to win thing, but I might build like a super budget squad that can compete in Unlimited. If you guys are interested in that, comment down below. I'm considering doing it. Look, the key is, what makes mine different than other YouTubers is if your boy, who kind of self-admittingly sucks at this game, can go get dubs with this squad, you can too, I swear. He's really good though. 50 gold, 60 hops. I mean, he's got almost every badge in the game. There's really not much you want to give him. Like Chef, he doesn't have Chef, but I really don't think he needs it. The only badge I would give him would be like lucky number 7 if you plan on playing like clutch time. And like hyperdrive probably helps, but it's not necessary at all. If you plan on playing him at power forward, I would give him box and brick wall. Worm too, probably, but he's pretty much ready to go right out of the package. 89 three-pointer is a little troublesome, but Tony Kukoc is a monster. I recommend everyone go to pick this guy up, especially if you're trying to build an all-time Bulls team. You got to get the Kukoc, bro. You have to. No matter of fact, at the end of this video, I'll go pick him up. I don't know how much he costs, but I think like I've seen him go for like 7 or 8, but I've heard people getting him as low as like 5 or 6. So Lamar Odom. You can get Lamar Odom for under 20K right now, and I promise he's fantastic. Is he the best shooter in the world? No, but he has Paul George base, which means it really doesn't matter what shooting badges he doesn't have. He also plays small forward or power forward, which means you don't necessarily need to give him range. Like, you don't, but he is kind of a dribble god, dude. Like, he's got Hall of Fame, hyperdrive, quick first step, quick chain. Like, he has Paul George dribble style, which I'll be honest, it's not the greatest, but it's not terrible, dude. Like the MJ crossover, I actually think is pretty good. Some people hate it. The Wiggins behind the back isn't terrible either. It's not great. Cassie Russell has it, I think. It's not bad though. It's like pretty good. Like Lamar Odom can kind of move. He can obviously score. He shoots really well. This is one of the best, most well-rounded, like small forward, power forwards in the game. Now, I will say, is he better than Andre Karolinko? No. But you could do a lot worse than running like Lamar Odom at small forward and Karolinko at power forward. Like, that's a pretty good combo of guys to run. I've seen some like people saying that Kukoc is better than him. I don't necessarily think that's true. I think Kukoc is like a better shooter and Lamar Odom is better movement wise. Yeah, get yourself a hollow Lamar Odom like your boy over here. But Lamar Odom's great. Joel Embiid. So a couple things here. Joel Embiid is the best center in the game right now. I will say that for sure. He does like literally everything. He's incredibly well-rounded. He's not really going to handle the ball very well, but everything else, man, he just does really, really well. Like, obviously, base 47, which is what he has, is the same release as like Julius Randle and Thon Baker. Very good. Zach LaVine upper is heat. He's not going to be a dribble guiding. You guys obviously know that. But like half catch and shoot, half corner, half break wall, this man sets the most infuriating screens in the entire game. Like, he's almost impossible to get around. I'm not kidding. Like, ask anybody that loves Pink Diamond Joel Embiid why they use him. I guarantee it's because of his screens. He plays phenomenal interior defense. The thing I will say about Embiid, he is great. His badge count is great. You know, he doesn't have limitless spot up, so you're going to want to give that to him. He doesn't really need chef, but you can give it to him if you want, I guess. But limitless spot up, I think, is necessary for him, especially if you run like a Hawks freelance. He's going to end up at the top of the key where he has hot zone, so it's nice to have. The thing I will say is before you spend 400 or so K on Joel Embiid, remember the fact that before the end of the season, we will be getting a new Hakeem and a new Wilt. And those are just the guys we for sure know about. Am I saying that Joel Embiid won't be able to compete with those guys? No. But we're getting at least a couple more top tier centers by the end of the season. So just think about that before you drop 400K on Embiid. If you're somebody who like buys a bunch of MT or has like 3.5 million and doesn't care, by all means, go get him. But it's just something to think about. MJ. A lot of MJ slander today. He's mid. He sucks. Don't use MJ. He sucks. First off, oh my God. All right, I'm about to rant. I'm about to rant for a little bit. Rant mode, engage. Check it out. Every single year, the My Team community does the same every single time, right? At some point later in the year, everyone will complain because every card is the same, right? But leading up to that, we get to that point because the My Team community will see a card like Michael Jordan come out, right? And be like, oh, yeah, slasher dribble style. Oh, slasher dribble style sucks. Like shifty, right? Every single time. And be like, oh, he's mid. Like, he's not good. First off, he's not mid. In the right hands, Michael Jordan is fire. Like, he is. He is easily the best 3-and-D cone in the game. You could argue that Clay is better, but Michael Jordan is such a phenomenal defender with like such great defensive animations that I don't know if you could make that comparison as a 3-and-D cone. You know what I mean? In the right hands, MJ is an absolute terror. I mean, he's got elite level defensive tendencies, some of the best defensive animations in the game. I really wish they would post this stuff. He's got the Michael Jordan layup package, which if you guys don't know about the Michael Jordan layup package, look, this is one thing I never hear anybody reference when they talk about Michael Jordan in either a positive or a negative way. Michael Jordan has some of the most annoying layups and dunks in this game. Some of the most unblockable layups and dunks. He does this one where he'll drive to the court. I'm sure you've seen the CPU do it in like domination. He'll throw his back at the hoop and then go under the legs and do like a scoop layup like this with his back completely to the hoop, and it goes in every time, and I've never seen it get blocked ever. I wish there was a way. I'm actually glad there's not a way to like trigger that every single time, but he's elite at attacking the rim. He's not the best movement, but I don't think slasher dribble style is really that bad. The MJ moving crossover I think is good. Like the Lillard behind the back is heat. That's my own opinion. I think he can move just fine. I think people were just so obsessed with like one dribble move or one dribble style that they just refuse to try anybody else once they like a thing. Once people realize they like Diamond Clay, if a card didn't have Diamond Clay SIGs, it sucked automatically now. MJ is fire. And If his price calms down a little bit and he's going for like 120K or whatever instead of like 200, he'll be, I'm caution to say, he'll be worth that price. All right. Sengoku Dumboya. Okay. Seku is actually fire. Like, I'm dead serious. I've been using him in limited, and he's really good. He does literally everything. Anything you need Seku to do, he can do. You can get him for like nothing, basically like 1,000 MT. He's 6'8". He's got Aaron Gordon's jumper, which is a little bit slow, but it's really, really good. He's not a dribbler. That's the one thing he doesn't really do. He's got big dribble style, not good dribble moves, but he's more of a 3-and-D cone, but he's fantastic at that. Like, he comes standard with limitless spot up, hot zone hunter with elite level hot zones, all in the 3-point line. Blinders, catch and shoot, circus, corner. He's got gold quick first step and like tight handles and applicable and stuff, so he can get to the rim. All gold defensive badges outside of like rebound chaser and rim protector, which, I mean, if you're trying to make him play the power forward, those are helpful. Once again, just like I said with like Devin Vassell and Charlie V and Darren Collison, if you're new to the game and you're looking for a cheap guy that's really going to be good, Sengoku Dumboya, he's fantastic. I'm not kidding. This card is really, really solid. I don't know why no one's really hating on this card, but I haven't seen like any hype over it either. It's just fantastic, dude. It's crazy. I wish they would give us some Amethyst glitch cards, because they haven't given us one since Peja and Dennis Rodman. I wish the Amethyst tier would get a little bit of love, but it is what it is. Lou Williams is like 2,000 MT, and he's just better glitch Trey, basically. Lou Williams is so fire, dude. He's got jump shot 63, which the last person we saw with that jump shot was Robert Covington, and it's really nice coming off Lou Williams. Like, it's fire. He's got the same upper as like Otis Birdsong and TJ McConnell, which is not terrible. Lou Williams can move. Like, he's got quick dribble style, which I personally don't mind. I think quick dribble style is pretty good. Terry Dissinger has that. People do like that. Kawhi Leonard crossover is okay. Kawhi Leonard behind the back is pretty good. Lou Williams is fire, dude. His defensive tendencies aren't the greatest, but they're not terrible. He's pretty much got everything you want. I mean, dude, for 2,000 MT, this is the best point guard you can buy. Pickpocket, clamps, mismatch, giant slayer, deadeye, and sniper, fantastic. Catch and shoot, difficult shots. He's got hybrid drive. Like, he's got quick chain, interceptor, intimidator, lucky number 7, blinder, circus threes, limitless spot up, chef. If you're looking to go play clutch time and you're on an extreme budget, I promise this is the best point guard you can buy. Absolute monster. I don't like how they dropped all 3 glitch cards, aside from Seku, obviously, are all point guards. I'm not a fan of that. I wish they would have mixed it up a little bit, but at least they're all good. Jeremy Lin is under 20K, and I promise he's the shit. Like, I can't even... I'm biased because I love Jeremy Lin. Like, he's like my favorite 2K player. But like, 6'3", but his player build always makes him look a little bigger than that. He's essentially better offensive Gary Payton. Like, he is just as good defensively as Gary Payton. 51 gold badges, 10 Hoffs, Intimidator, Clamps, Pick Dodger, Pickpocket, Catch and Shoot, Floor General, Menace. He doesn't have limitless spot up. That's like his one true issue right off the bat. You do have to apply that to him, which sucks because you have to apply that to Embiid, so it's like ridiculously expensive at this point. And lucky number 7 for clutch time. Other than that, you don't need to give him anything else. He's ready to go the minute you pick him up. Best point guard. You can make an argument that Bob Sir is a little bit better, but in my opinion, the best point guard under 20K. Just great. Go buy him. Chris Paul. I've seen both a lot of hate for Chris Paul and a lot of gas on Chris Paul. I mean, he's Iverson with better badges and a worse jump shot. It's true. That's literally what he is. Like, that's exactly it. He's got a better badge count than Iverson, but he's got a worse jump shot. Did they at least put it on quick? I actually haven't used Chris Paul yet, so I don't know. It is on quick, so it's better. Like, it's better for sure. Like, Chris Paul on quick isn't terrible. It's a little bit better than normal. And he can kind of boom, dude. I'm going to have to use Chris Paul and try him out. I like Iverson a lot, so I don't think it's really that detrimental for him to be 6 feet tall. But I'm going to have to try him out. If you're a Chris Paul fan, go pick him up. I'm never going to dissuade you from picking up a card that you're a fan of, ever. You guys know that. NBA 75 one. The one thing I will say, is there's really no point to get the NBA 75 one. Like, glitch cards can hold every badge too. There's no point to get it unless you're locking in the 2010s. So that's basically it. Is there any other cards that really dropped in price? Let's look at like Dissinger. Dissinger's gone up in price. Pretty much every card's really gone up in price. Dissinger was like 70K yesterday. Who else would have gone down in price? Kawhi? Yeah, where's Kawhi? Yeah, Kawhi's gone up in price too. I mean, everything rose. This is the first market rise we've had in a while. You know what I mean? I mean, Kawhi's about the same. He's still like a top tier shooting guard in this game. Like, that's just facts. But I don't think anyone really dropped in price. Now, I'm sure you guys have seen videos about this, but we got our Hunt for Glory Lunar New Year leaked, and I could not be more excited. Oh my God, I'm so hyped. All right, the opal is Yi Jianling, who will be easily the best power forward in this game, or at least one of them, not kidding. Pink Diamond Wang ZZ, who is going to be the no money spent god demi. Like, straight up, every no money spent squad's going to have my boy Wang. And he's going to be nasty, dude. Like, he's going to be ridiculous. Diamond point guard OJ Mayo. This is a set made for me. Here's why. Amethyst power forward Stromile Swift. Hallelujah. Thank you. You put my boy the Stro show in the game. He's probably not going to be that good. He's probably honestly not going to be much different than Obi Toppin, but I don't care. I'm going to use him. The Ruby hasn't been announced yet, but either way, like, I'm saving MT. I couldn't be more excited. I wonder if there's any opals that are buyouts. I'm curious about that. I don't know. Chris Paul, I think, will be a buyout. I'm just not sure when that's going to happen. But yeah, kind of, it remains to be seen. But I think tomorrow I'm going to make the super budget squad. You know what I mean? I think I'm going to make the super duper budget squad tomorrow. And I'll give you a little like preview of who's going to be on the squad. Yeah, 100K squad. Absolutely, my boy Jay Lynn's coming through. Maybe not, actually. Like, Lou Williams and Bob Sura might be the wave. Boy, Josh Smith coming through. By the way, no reward cards. This is a 100K flat squad that we're running here. You know who's coming through for the small forward. Where's the goat at? Holographic Lamar Odom. I got to pick up Tony Kukoc. But I might even throw Charlie Villanueva in the cut. But yeah, I'm going to make that squad tomorrow. I think that'll be a fun time. The 100K squad will be nice to do. So expect to see some familiar budget guys in there. As always, it's been your boy Cheap Ludes. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll be back with the top 10 cards under blank series. That's coming back. I think I'm going to start my tier list pretty soon. I'll probably start those like Monday since there's like no content for 2K anyway. Either way, I appreciate you guys so much. I just want to say that. I just got a job, so I don't have to rely solely on like donations, which I feel bad accepting regardless, and YouTube revenue. And I just want to thank everyone, like, for real, from like the bottom of my heart, that helped support me over the past couple months, because that was like a very rough financial period for me. So just know, like, I will appreciate you forever. So thanks, guys. Also, this game is can pay to win. Accept it. Peace.